for a lot of us foreigners that come to Sweden, the Swedish winter is very different, shall I say. So in this video, I'm going to talk about 5 things that you absolutely need to survive the Swedish winter. I'm going to start this video off by showing you guys one of my favorite views over Stockholm. This is my first time going in the winter, and it really offers a unique perspective over this snowy and icy city. So I came here once in the summertime. It looks completely different. Everything's frozen over behind me. I already made a vlog about walking on the ice, if you haven't seen that, but this is just an amazing view. If you're ever in Stockholm, I definitely recommend it. I'll put it up on the map here so you can see it. It's like a 5-minute walk from the subway station. I'm here with my German friend Florian.
What's up, everybody?
He's also making YouTube videos. I'll throw some of his videos. He made some videos about me, so I'll throw those in the description in case you guys are interested. But he also does like editing tips and stuff on his channel. But you've actually been to this view one time before?
I've been up here once before, yeah. It's like one of the best views over Stockholm, I'd say.
Yeah, so this is the second time for both of us. So the first thing that you guys need for Swedish winter, let's start with the obvious. You guys need to have a heavy jacket or be really good at layering. I don't like to wear like super big jackets a lot of times because I have like my camera backpack and stuff. So I have this one, but then I've got like layers underneath, which is really important to survive in the cold. And if you do decide to go the layering route, you want the outer jacket to be like weatherproof, and then those inner layers to hold in the heat so that you stay nice and warm and protected from the elements. The second thing you guys need in Sweden to survive the Swedish winter is some waterproof boots. You've got these huge puddles where sometimes you can't really see them because they've got this like slushy ice mixture on top. The Swedes do hate that, by the way. And I actually learned my lesson because one day I was walking to the gym in my gym shoes, because you always have to bring 2 pairs of shoes when you go to the gym in Sweden to change to your indoor shoes inside. And I didn't even see a puddle like this and just walked right into the puddle up to my ankle. I was soaking wet and I had to put on my nice clean gym shoes with just soaking wet socks. So get some waterproof shoes and you'll just be much better off. Now, while we're on the topic of Swedish winter, it's worth mentioning that it can actually be dangerous in several ways. For one thing, the ground can get very, very icy in a lot of places, so you gotta watch your step to not slip and fall. One thing they do to help prevent people from falling is put little rocks and gravel on the roads. That can also be a little bit annoying if you're wearing some shoes that are thin on the bottom and you can feel all the rocks and stuff, but it actually is good. What's up, kids? How you doing? That was super cool, actually. Those kids were subscribed to me, so I had to go say hi to them. It's always nice to meet you guys out and about when I'm out here vlogging. But the second thing that you guys gotta watch out for in the Swedish winter, sometimes there will be these like areas that are roped off when you're walking through the city. And I thought that was because the areas were extra slippery and hadn't been with the rocks and stuff yet. But it's actually usually because people are shoveling roofs and there'll be snow falling down. I almost made the mistake of walking into one of those areas. There was a girl on the ground saying, "Hey, don't walk there. There's people shoveling the roof." And a second later, there's just this avalanche of snow crashing down from like 4 stories up. If you move to Stockholm and you see a roped off area, don't brave it thinking, "Oh, I'm not gonna slip," because it's probably, there's gonna be snow falling from the roofs. That's definitely something to watch out for. The third thing that you guys need to survive the Swedish winter is extra cold protection. I'm gonna lump this in as like gloves, hats, all those sorts of things, maybe double socks. I've even had people tell me that they will wear long johns under their pants just to get those extra layers in to survive the cold. I operate camera gear a lot of times, so I don't always like to have gloves, but on super cold days like today, you definitely do benefit from having these. So just be prepared for that sort of stuff, and it goes a long way. Now, this fourth thing is something that actually really surprised me because I've never really seen this in America, and that is for all of you parents out there, you might want to have a sled for when a big snowstorm comes in. That way you can, instead of rolling your stroller around through the snow, which I don't think would go very well to gå inte så bra, you're definitely going to want to push the kids with a sled. It's going to be much easier for you, And that was crazy for me to see. And the last, but I think the most important thing to survive Swedish winter is to have a positive attitude towards winter and just appreciating the little things like today where the sun is out and it's a beautiful winter day. It's super, super nice. And actually where I come from, I think we actually get less sun than they do here in Sweden because we get so much overcast and gray cloudy skies. So when the sun comes out on a nice day like this, it can be really nice to enjoy it. And then also just taking up some winter activities and going in with that positive attitude of going out and making the most of it and doing fun things, like going out and walking on a frozen lake, for example, or going ice skating or going skiing. Those are all activities that are going to help you enjoy the season and that are going to definitely benefit you and help you keep that positive attitude that you need to enjoy the Swedish winter. So I guess the point of all this is, even if you're somebody like me where winter is not your favorite season in the world, if you're prepared and you have a good attitude, you can learn to enjoy it at least a little bit.
Oh, mother...